Canadian Tamil Congress serves the Tamil community in Canada and serves as the voice of Tamil Canadians. Its contributions and achievements are endless, and here's a snapshot of 2014. CTC welcomed a packed house of 1,000 community members, political leaders, and well-wishers for its 7th annual Thai Pongal dinner. CTC also presented a check for a walkathon proceeds of $65,000 to the Holland Bloorview Kids Rehabilitation Hospital Foundation.
The Sri Lankan government and its sympathizers have labeled all Tamils as terrorists for far too long. This judgment is a victory not only for CTC but for Tamils everywhere.
CTC filed a libel lawsuit and was awarded $37,000 in damages and $16,000 in cost against the self-proclaimed international security expert Rohan Gunaratnam, who erroneously proclaimed CTC as a front for a terrorist group.
We stood up to this man who's got a government behind him, and we did prove to the world that he should not be taken as seriously.
At this critical juncture, the Canadian Tamil Congress remains committed to ensuring that the image of Tamils will no longer be tarnished by the Sri Lankan government or its sympathizers.
The advocacy team lobbied various governments and groups at the UN Human Rights Council to advocate the resolution on accountability in Sri Lanka. CTC also joined a team of elected Tamil representatives from Sri Lanka to meet with foreign ministries as part of the advocacy efforts in South Africa and Botswana. In reprisal against the resolution in Geneva, the Sri Lankan government banned 16 organizations, including CTC, as terrorist entities. CTC met with the Canadian government to discuss the effects of such actions, which led to the Canadian government openly condemning the unsubstantiated listing.
And the shame of that nation when they attacked their own citizens as they did in the safe zones is something the international community can never forget.
CTC held its 5th memorial event, Vanished Voices, sponsored by Patrick Brown, Conservative MP of Barrie, to commemorate the victims of the war in Sri Lanka, amongst which members of Parliament and senators attended.
As you've heard, we will keep fighting.
CTC hosted an information seminar presented by the United States consulate officials on topics including educational opportunities, investing, and the types of visas required when traveling to the United States. As part of its commitment to the Federation of Tamil Sangams of North America, CTC participated in the FeTNA Convention that was held in St. Louis, Missouri. CTC partnered up with Canadian Blood Services to host the 7th annual blood donation drive. CTC hosted the Toronto Mayoral Candidate Debate, which was broadcasted live and covered by more than 42 media outlets, including major national media, and it was one of the most viewed debates. CTC organized an information session on Black July '83 with the objective of educating our youth on the Tamil pogrom that took place. The session provided the opportunity to meet, speak, and engage with victims of Black July. CTC actively promoted the mechanisms of the UNHCR's comprehensive investigation into the alleged serious violations and abuses of human rights in Sri Lanka during the period of February 2002 to November 2011. With the support of thousands of Tamil Canadian walkers, friends, and other well-wishers, the annual 5K walk was able to raise more than $36,000. To date, CTC has raised close to $300,000 for 6 different charities over 6 years.
While the tsunami was half a world away, Canadians of all walks of life came together. They came together as one.
CTC hosted a memorial event to commemorate the 10th year of the 2004 tsunami that took more than 230,000 lives and left 2 million homeless across 13 countries.
I wanted to come here today, even though I'm from the city of Barrie, to pay my respects, to bring greetings and sympathies from Prime Minister Harper, from the Government of Canada.
The Centre for Leadership and Innovation, a brainchild of CTC, is a youth leadership program which started with only 20 students in 2011 and now has grown to over 120 students. In July 2014, it held its 2nd annual YDoc Gala event, which screened 10 short films and were presented with awards. two of which were chosen to be screened at the Toronto South Asian Film Festival. Recently, CFLI launched a program, Center Stage, dedicated just for adults to hone their public speaking skills.
Tamil community is committed to preserving its rich heritage and has contributed greatly to Toronto's diverse population. Tamil Heritage Month provides the opportunity to showcase and share the community's vibrant culture and traditions and long-standing history with Toronto residents and visitors. In Toronto, we encourage and welcome celebrations of our many cultural groups that work hard to preserve their heritage. These celebrations promote understanding and enrich our social and cultural development and the quality of life for so many. And now, therefore, I, Mayor John Tory, on behalf of the Toronto City Council, do hereby proclaim January 2015 as Tamil Heritage Month in the City of Toronto, and I've signed that proclamation.
CTC will continue to promote excellence and play an active role in Canada and be the voice of Tamil Canadians. Join our team and make a difference in your community.